Hello and welcome back to this very special edition of Startup Street. I'm Shruti Mishra. An Indian trio is betting big on one of the world's fastest growing spirits categories, tequila. Founded by entrepreneur Harsha Vadlamudi in partnership with actor Rana Daggubati and music composer Anirudh Ravichander, Loca Loka claims it blends Indian entrepreneurial vision with Mexico's centuries-old tequila craft. After launching in the US and entering duty-free in India, the company is now gearing up for a major multi-city rollout backed by a fresh $12.5 million fundraise and ambitions to capture 5% of the domestic tequila market within the first year. Joining me now to break down the global playbook and India strategy are the founders of Loca Loka, Harsha, Rana and Anirudh. Welcome to Startup Street. Three very different worlds coming together. You know, we've got entrepreneurship, cinema, and then music. What sparked the idea of a tequila brand to launch this brand, and the aha moment, you know, that convinced all three of you to go all in, and who came up with the name?
Well, I think this idea really started when Harsha walked into me with this crazy idea saying, okay, let's build our own tequila. We've always been, we had an interest in alcohol in some manner, we just didn't know how to go about it. I think the interest started first in that gin phase where, okay, could we invest in some kind of gin, see what's going on, and then suddenly the market got super crowded.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, now let's find something that we can create that we like, which is not easily replicable in some manner. I think that's where the thought really started. We were all, I can speak for all of us, we were all tequila fans in some ways. We were always consumers of it. And the first, almost in that first to second discussion, we were like, okay, there's no other way to communicate this to an Indian audience but with music.
Yeah.
And
that's
when he came in, and then I thought, then this was pretty much the set. It was the business, some kind of a narrative and music that was coming together. And I think from there it was really Harsha's perseverance, where he started going to Mexico pretty much every couple of months, finding the right family to be able to make this right blend. So we have really, and it's like a third generation family that's been making tequila. And started bringing like small pallets of it back to India, testing it, getting like focus groups. I think that was pretty much what, a year and a half journey of finding what that right spirit is. What that aha moment really was I think when we found that taste. No, to me, it was the taste and texture of the reposado.
Okay.
That's when the aha moment for me happened. That okay, we have like a really fine spirit, and I think that was the first set of the journey.
And who came up with the name?
Who came up with the name? I think.
See, we
can't remember now.
It's almost 2.5
Too
years.
much tequila in the conversation.
No, I think, see, we were very clear from day one that we wanted a story or a narrative where any of the other brands have not perceived it till date.
Yeah.
So that's where the fusion of two cultures was something which was never happened in any of the alcohol brand. Either you stick to one country, one story, or one story.
Yeah.
There was never a fusion of two cultures. So when we got the, we were very clear with the agencies whom we were working with, or with people whom we were working with. There were multiple people from Mexico, from USA, from India who were working on this job. So it's a, I would say there is a, the name came out from the agency from Bangalore, who was perfect to the core. They came out with 3 or 4 other options, but for me, the aha moment was the name.
Also, it means something cool because Loca in Mexican, I mean, obviously, there's in Spanish, it means crazy. And Loca in Sanskrit means world.
Oh,
so that's why it's
a crazy world.
L-O-K-A. So it's a crazy world. So that was the idea.
But why focus exclusively on tequila? You know, you could have launched with a broader spirits portfolio.
I think that's because world over, I think the fastest growing spirit is tequila, and also India's just at the start point where it's going to take off. So after a lot of data study, and obviously as fans of the product, I thought we all thought that this should be the right time for us to. This is probably the first Indian founded but global
Yes.
tequila.
Like I mentioned earlier, you launched in the US, you've entered duty free in India, and now you're planning a multi-city rollout in the next 6 to 12 months. What's the distribution strategy really going to be?
So no, I think in all the countries, it's not only America. America is also like India. We got like 50 states, and there are big 15 states, 1-5, and we are good distribution partners in each and every state. So every state has its own compliance, its own challenges,
Yes.
its own distribution partners and stuff. So in Singapore, in Philippines, it's the same story everywhere.
So you've seen that. Now you're going to replicate the same model to India.
It's the same model to India.
Every state has a different regulatory challenge,
Channel,
right? Yeah.
Yes.
And predominantly the northern markets are more privately distributed, the southern markets are government controlled again. So we have been in that challenge from past decades, so we understand the markets pretty well on how to
Yes.
get them done. So
And which cities are you eyeing?
there is a 6-month rollout. So this month we are doing Mumbai and Delhi. Next month is Goa. Jan we will be doing Bangalore. Feb we will be doing Hyderabad, and so on.
And what's the impact that you've created in the US market? What's the kind of demand that you're seeing? What have you heard from consumers?
I was just telling them, I think we hit the highest number in November.
Okay.
It's a big season there, holiday season, your
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
weekend, and a lot of stuff happening. O&D is always big in all the markets, so even in America, it's a very good season. So October, November, we have a full-fledged team who has been into the markets from almost 8 months now. So yeah, USA is pretty good. Philippines just started. So this weekend it's actually like a global takeover. Yesterday night we had a bar takeover in Philippines, Manila, which was happening. Then yesterday we had a Delhi stuff.
Yes.
And in America there are 3 events happening with Loca Loka, New York and Texas.
All right.
So it was too much for yesterday. It was too much overwhelming at some point.
It's truly Loca Loka at this point in
truly
time.
Loca, yeah.
Yesterday
Yeah.
was the true local.
The India tequila segment is fast growing. What gives you the confidence to capture 5% of the market here within year 1 of operations? That's what you're aiming to do. And how do you plan to stand out against these global brands that are already present in India?
I think the product, firstly, because as Rana mentioned, Harsha took multiple trips, dozens of trips to make sure that we got the right profile of the spirit. And whoever's had it till now, I think Touchwood has really liked the product. So, and we are competing with, a lot of legacy
Yes.
products. So a lot of legacy products already exist, and those are our competitors. So obviously our drink has to be that good. So I think finally we arrived on something. As Rana said, his Loca moment was when he tasted the final product.
Yeah.
So I think as long as people like the product, I think as long as we got a good product, then everything else falls in place. So I think the first thing we've cracked. So moving forward, obviously we're going to take step by step.
So 5% is doable, Rana?
See, what was fun was we started competing in the American market before
Yeah.
we got anywhere, right?
Correct.
And that's such a mature tequila market. And within all of the awards that kind of went in, whether
Yes.
it's San Francisco, whether it's in Miami or New York, we kept winning gold and silver in each of them. And this was competing against big legacy brands that have been there for years. So, we've made a spirit that's superior in some manner. We made that spirit affordable in every way. And the fact that we were able to set foot in a global stand, and then we're coming to India, gives us a very large confidence that we have a product that's superior, and we'll be able to distribute it in India better than the others. The brand itself is fun. You don't see any other tequila bottle that is so much fun like ours.
Okay.
It's got energy. It communicates with the younger generation. Like Harsha spoke a little bit about it, where we were trying to set cultural fusions in some ways. I think today everyone is about fusion in some manner.
Yeah.
You want to experience a new culture, you want to be part of a new culture. And what we kept discovering between India and Mexico and those type of storytelling was both are so similar, both are ancient cultures in some
Yes.
manner. They're very celebratory. So I think that kind of spirit in terms of whether we communicate it on social media, whether it's the music that Ani is creating, whether it's the TVCs and the other content that we'll start putting together, will be pretty much focused in that direction.
All right. Let's talk about pricing now. You've got 3 variants as of now till date. how do they sit in the Indian market? How have you priced them? And also if you can talk about some of the Indian partnerships that you've built as you plan this multi-city rollout.
So right now we have the price point. Coming firstly to the price point, we are in a premium category. In US we sit at $40 and $45 for Blanco and Reposado. Añejo is just out into the New York and Texas markets.
Okay.
Which is retailing at $69.99. So that's the price point in America. But in India, I think we are pretty competitive because we are the manufacturers, we are the importers, we are the distributors.
Yes.
So there are a lot of layers which has been gone. This I want to specify because the pricing is friendly because of business acumens and stuff which we have built from past decade. So that's where the price point is very sweet for the younger generation. But the product is pretty premium.
Okay, and where will where will Loca Loka be available at? What are the partnerships that you have currently for India?
So in there are a lot of on-premises which have been already been rolling out from past week. So the product is here only.
Yeah,
last
it was
week
there in the duty-free seconds.
yeah.
Now where will it be available?
So now in Mumbai and Delhi markets, we have been speaking with all the on-premises. So everybody are getting it on. I think in the next 32 to 45 days, will be available in all the retail outlets and also the on-premises.
Well, on that note, it's time for us to head into a short break, but don't go anywhere as we continue our conversation with the founders of Loca Loka. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Startup Street. We're in conversation with the founders of Loca Loka. You recently raised $12.5 million from a Singapore family office. What are the top 3 priorities for deploying this capital?
The top one is to kind of land in the Indian market in an interesting manner.
Yeah.
It's we've started out as a global brand in some ways. It's creating an extension in the places that we haven't. And also I think see we're an artisanal brand. We're new. We're young. We're not in the large competing space like the legacy brands have. So I think it'll be pretty much focused on brand building and making sure that the product reaches the final customer. Like Harsha said, if we get into a state, we'll make sure whether it's on ground, whether it's in restaurants, whether it's on premise, we'll make sure that distribution is set till the last mile. And the advantage that we have is there's no middleman in this. We've built the product ourselves. We've landed it in India, and we're going straight out into the distribution. So So yeah, that's where our cycle is going to be spent most of.
Yes, you're global from day one. You know, you're incorporated in Singapore, manufacturing is in Mexico, and it's founded by 3 Indian entrepreneurs. And of course, now you're in the Indian market.
We're more global than we thought.
So what strategic advantage
That's nice to hear.
does this?
It's nice to hear this.
Yeah, so what strategic advantage does this structure really give you? You know, because Tequila is projected to hit what, $43 billion by 2033.
Yeah.
So what's the strategic advantage that you feel? What's the biggest challenge and the big advantage?
The biggest challenge which we are facing right now is handling the global team, because I personally lost track of time.
Yes.
We don't know when because all our timings are odd. I don't know. He sleeps less.
Yeah.
He works in a different time zone.
zones, yeah.
So for me, the US time works best.
So actually, the whole company is working on Ani's time zone.
So the biggest challenge is handling the teams, but
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that our global team is being built pretty strong. Our US head is from Southern Glaciers, which is the biggest distribution company in America right now. He joined us recently, a couple of 6 months back. So I think every region we are trying to build a individual team now.
Yeah, that's what I was coming to, because
Yeah.
it's a pretty lean team at this point in
Yeah.
time. So you'll be hiring a lot of hiring in the Indian market as you.
Yes, Indian
already
market is already done.
Done,
Already we have a pretty good team in Delhi, Mumbai circuits, and in South India we just started hiring people up. So India, like as told, region-wise we are trying to bifurcate the company.
The big question is that are Indian consumers really ready to take up premium tequila? Do you also believe you need to sort of educate the market, especially here in India?
I think globally, it has already become a trend where everybody's shifted to tequila, and especially to white spirits. I think the generation now is also a little more health conscious than what probably we were
Correct, yeah.
before. So that way, tequila has already taken over most of the world. The fad, has already hit. I think the fad is hitting India, and it's already getting there. For example, even if you take a small sample size, like say even a circle of my social circle or my friends, a lot of people have shifted to tequila over the past couple of years.
Okay.
So I think we're just here it's being here at the right time, and I think now is the best time, because I think it's just going to take off now. So about educating the people, I think already the youngsters are pretty educated.
But you bring me to a point where a lot of the Gen Zs are now looking at more healthier options.
Yeah.
There are these parties that are looking at. So in the near-term future, or perhaps have you given it a thought of expanding? When you expand your portfolio right now, it's just tequila. You've got 3 variants. Will you be looking at a broader portfolio also?
There are a lot of plans in action.
What can you give us?
It's
It's
not
a
the
bit
right
too early
thing,
right
it's
now.
too early.
We just want to land our first products. Right?
So it'll be tequila for a while?
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you talk about health, I mean, this is the healthiest of the spirits
lot.
of the lot you can have.
Yeah.
This is 100% additive free, so there you go.
So to add on to Rana's point, I think artisanal stuff has never been big in India yet.
Yeah.
So we are that small batch artisanal stuff brand which we wanted to keep the premium quality with an affordable pricing availability for the next generations.
And what kind of manufacturing capabilities are we talking about right now?
So we invested pretty well in, I think Willie is also here for the India tour, but he's not in this interview, but he would be the right person to talk about the capacity of production and stuff, but we are good for next 3 to 4 years.
What's going to be your long-term playbook? What are the targets that you've set for yourself? If you could take us through some of those.
But the interesting part is we've been beating targets, so I think that's the fun part.
Okay. So give us what did you think, and how have you beaten targets?
Well, I think the first cycle was we wanted to land it at least in 2 or 3 different countries, and by the time we get to India, now we're in 5. I think that was like there have been surprise markets like Philippines and others that took to the brand much faster than we expected. I think also the India launch had been a little delayed because of the consumption that's happened in the Philippines.
Okay.
So I think that pieces like that kind of surprise us.
Yeah.
Like the American markets have been behaving really well with it. Like pretty much November has been the top month in some manner.
Are you closing in on profitability? What's in terms of revenues? Where do you stand currently?
So I think globally, I don't think we have we filed yet because this is our first
First
year.
year,
into
of, yeah,
into
yeah. So you're yet
operations.
to, yeah, but
So, but in case-wise depletions, I think we are as per our target. We wanted to deplete around 20,000 cases, and I think we are there.
all right, we'll definitely keep a track of the company on Startup Street. But before we wrap up, let's do some fun questions. It's for all three of you. Whoever likes to answer this first. So my first question is, who among the three of you has the sharpest palate for tequila tasting, and who's the easiest to please?
I think
Sharpest palate
Who's more
is
critical about the
sharpest palate is him
Rana.
only. Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I mean, we used to get a lot of profiles. Still, we are getting a lot of profiles because a lot of R&D which is happening. So he can easily taste
Differentiate,
1, 2, 3
yeah.
and differentiate, and he can easily tell that. Yeah.
Who's the easiest?
Well, I've been a consumer for a while. Clearly.
Clearly.
probably I was the easiest to please.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. My next question. What's the most Loca, wild, funny, or totally unexpected moment in building the brand so far? Any fun story that you have?
I think the time when we actually went to Mexico.
So I was thinking the same. Yeah, totally.
that was a crazy
That was,
experience.
Take us through
I
the-
mean, both of them they had no idea what they were
Getting into, yeah.
Okay.
They just,
See, it is always Harsha. I've been to Mexico. Here you go. This is what I batch. So all we see is a batch of plastic
final
pallets or
which
just
comes.
glass pallets that have
small
50 pallets that
ml
have, right? And then now we're finally going to the factory, to where it's built, to the processing plant, to the agave fields.
Yeah.
And man, I think the second we landed there, we knew, okay, now this was something really special. We always knew about the artisanal thing in terms of theory, but once we went there, we kind of understood.
Yeah.
It's actually, I think Willy's father will be it's a third generation family
Yeah,
that's doing this. So
yeah.
they've been doing this forever. The passion that they have, like every single agave plant that's sold like 7 years ahead is actually coming now.
We met the farmers.
We met the farmers. So I think that was
a
really
very
special.
moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I think we need to add on the music bit here.
Oh, yeah.
Because until we went there,
Yeah.
there was a pretty interesting thing which happened. So fermentation happens with live yeast.
Yeah.
They have their own personalized strain for our profile, and there was a lot of music playing there. We never knew. I mean, I knew. They never knew that music, the yeast reacts to the
To
music.
the music.
So all the profiles which you are drinking now, the yeast has been reacted to Anis music, and the
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
So that was crazy. He sent me a video. Obviously, we went and saw
Yeah,
the yeast
yeah.
reacting, but they were playing something.
something else when
Yeah.
we went.
Then he sent me a video a while back saying, "Look at this. We're playing your music, and the yeast is reacting." And then you can
Wow,
see.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think we have something like pretty phenomenal. Like nobody else.
So that's how deep artisanal you can get.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There is I don't think any other brand, like let it be a product or a brand, also can claim that we have made the liquid also in a very peculiar manner, because it can't be copied.
Absolutely, yeah.
His music can't be copied.
So that brings me to my next question. If Loca Loka were a song, which one would it be?
It's going to come out today.
He just made a song.
Can we just hear a line? Probably just a line or two.
Tequila, loca, loca, lo. Blanco, loca, loca, lo. Recosado, loca, loca, lo. Agave, loca, loca.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Yeah, good one. Well done. Thank
This is
you.
me trying to be as Mexican as
All right. Now, with three strong creative personalities that we've got here on the table, what's the one decision that sparked the most debate and that the kind that probably needed a tequila to settle?
The size of the label.
The size.
Really?
We actually had a argument and fight also.
Yeah. It's like, no, this bottle looks too big. The label is like, and it's also everything is like handcrafted. So
Yeah.
we need to be like that perfect to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think finally we got something awesome.
He's not compromisable on the communication stuff or branding stuff.
Yeah.
So, see, as told, everybody are so emotionally invested into the brand also, because step by step when it was taking shape, everybody wants the best out of it. That's what kept us going till date. So,
Okay. One tequila myth you want to bust for Indian consumers?
Well, it's not a shot no more. It's the coolest thing that you can sip.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Yes.
One final question for our viewers. What's the right way to enjoy a glass of 100% agave tequila?
was just-
Three of us have different ways of drinking.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's
So Harsha,
the-
let's start with you. Go ahead.
I think I like it. I like it. So there is a in Texas, ranch water is a pretty good drink. It's like just your reposado, Topo Chico, slice of orange or lime,
All right. Okay.
ice cubes.
That's Harsha style, Rana.
Reposado, ice, and a slice of orange, yes.
Anirudh.
For me, it's just the Blanco, nothing else.
All right. On that note, it's time for me to wrap up this really fun and candid
Thank you.
interview.
Thank you very much. It was a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
so much, Harsha, Rana, Anirudh, for
Thank you.
being here
Thank
on
you.
Startup
Thank you
Street,
very
and
much.
wish you the very best with all your aggressive growth plans. And with that, it's a wrap from Startup Street. Goodbye and many thanks for watching. Stay tuned to CNBC TV 18 for more news and updates.